guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously I have a cold. Hopefully you guys can get past that. I should only have 2 videos where my voice sounds like this. So if you are new here, it doesn't normally have this nasally aspect to it. But today I'm going to be doing a review of the Bite Beauty Multisticks. So I got these in my Influenster box, and if you don't know about Influenster, I'll tell you about it really quickly here. Basically, depending on how many people you have influence over, for example, if you have a lot of friends on Facebook, or if you have a lot of followers on Twitter or Instagram, or a lot of subscribers on YouTube, then Influencer will send you things based on that number. For example, if you have like 10 people who are following you, you might not get as many things as if you have 10,000. So it just depends on that, but anybody can sign up. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't even have to have that big of an influence. I was getting a couple things sent when I had 100 subscribers on YouTube. I was recently sent the Bite Multisticks. So I received 3 of them, and they came in a box that looked like this from Influenster, and they came in their own packaging like this. This is what you would get if you got them from like Sephora. And I got the shades Marcaroon, Blondie, and Cocoa. And then the bullet themselves are this matte gray, very soft matte gray, the traditional Bite packaging, and it says Bite right here, very faintly, not as matte as the rest of the package. And then the actual product looks like this. It's not angled like most lipstick bullets are, it's just flat across. Honestly, I think my favorite part of the packaging is that when you put the lid on, hopefully you guys can tell, it has a magnetic closure, which I just think is so sleek and fancy, I guess, but I definitely love that. So these Bite Multisticks are $24 a piece, and they contain 0.17 ounces or 5.75 grams in each one. A little bit more about them. There are 18 different shades, and they have 35% powder in each multi-stick bullet, so that it's more of a cream to powder finish when you apply it. It's silicone free. It provides a soft focus finish that's blendable, breathable, and buildable. And it features universal shades for eyes, lips, and cheeks that complements all skin tones and are formulated to use anywhere on the face. So for example, they are meant specifically for your eyes, your cheeks, and your lips. I have tried it for all of the above, but personally my favorite application method is on the lips as just a lipstick. I think that even though they are formulated to be anywhere else, I have found that I don't love cream products on my face or my eyes and just on my lips. So today I have all 3 shades on. I have Blondie, which is neutral or warm nude, and I have that all over my eyelids. Not up onto the brow bone, but just on the actual lid and slightly up into the crease. And I have that very blended out, so it's kind of like a soft base that almost just neutralizes any discoloration on my eyelids. Then I have the shade Cocoa, which is I think the darkest shade available, and it is just a chocolate brown, just straight chocolate brown. And I have that in the outer V and kind of outer half of my eyelid, and that's even more blended down. I just took a little bit on my fingertip and kind of blended it out like this onto my eyelid, so that it's just adding a little bit of dimension onto the outer half. And then I used the shade Marcaroon on my lips, and that is just the perfect mauve color. This is the kind of shade that I wear almost every day on my lips. It's honestly, I think, my favorite out of all of these. I did use all of them on my lips. Blondie is a little bit light for me to wear. It kind of just washes my lips out, kind of looks like foundation lips. It is darker than my natural skin tone, but it still is a little bit light. And Cocoa looks really good. It fits with that brown 90s lip trend that's going on right now. But this is just my favorite because this is the kind of lip color that I wear every day. I love how they feel on the lips, especially. They're very creamy and they're not sticky. The only thing is that for a lipstick, I wish it did have that angled bullet to it like most lipsticks do, to get right around that cupid's bow. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to apply, but if that doesn't bother you, then it's fine. It wasn't too hard, it just takes a little bit more time to get it to apply. On the eyes, it does work pretty well, but you have to go really quickly when you're blending it out. Although it does say that it's blendable and buildable, I'm not entirely sure about that. I have in the past, I've done, you know, just the Blondie all over the lid and then the cocoa in the outer corner. And when I realized that the cocoa was blended out too much, it wasn't quite as dark as I wanted it to be, I went to put on more, but instead of just kind of building nicely, the cocoa kind of pilled up, which is a lot of times what happens to like liquid lipsticks if you put another layer over. A lot of cream products do this. It kind of pills up and it just starts to come off in like chunks, and so it's not even on my eyelids at all anymore. So you do have to work relatively quickly with these. I found that maybe 15 to 30 seconds, depending on how much you put on, is about the amount of time you have to work with this. So if you don't get as much pigment on in that first or second like go over on your eyes, then it's not going to necessarily work out for you as well. If you have a thicker layer to begin with, like for example what I have on my lips, it's not nearly as blended out or really at all as it is on my eyes, then you have a little more time to work with it. You could probably go throughout the day and just reapply on top of it. It works fine. You don't have to like take it off and start over if you're going to be reapplying your lipstick. But for the eyes, I have found that it's not super easy to work with as you go throughout the day. I do like using this as a base on my eyes. I found that especially like Blondie works similar to like a paint pot in that you can use it as a base underneath other eyeshadows. Now on the face, I have found that I had the most issues there. The cocoa color is obviously very dark. Even when it's blended out, it's still pretty dark for my skin tone. I think if you had medium skin tone especially, this would look awesome on you. Or even if you had really deep, if you didn't blend it out at all and you just used like this as it is and just barely blended it, it would be a great contour color. But for me, being so fair, it looked like mud was on my face. I couldn't blend it out enough to look like a natural contour. It was very obvious that it was there. Blondie was just not a very good option on my face at all. Marcaroon, however, was a pretty good blush shade for me. However, I just am not a huge fan of cream cheek products, and so when I put it on, I felt like I had a hard time getting it to show up. Either it was clown face or it was blended away to nothing. So I'm gonna keep it just as a lip color, which is what I like it the best for anyways, just the shade that it is. I think it looks awesome as a lip color. Overall, would I buy any of these products again? Not necessarily. I do like them for the lips the best, and so I mean, they're a good lip product. $24 for a lipstick is just meh for me, especially when they don't have that angled applicator. If you are a big fan of like multi-purpose makeup, you can use them on any of parts of your face, and they work and they're formulated for that, so they're not going to break you out or anything like that. If I got them again, I would definitely use them, especially as a lipstick, but I probably am not going to go out and purchase any more for myself. Anyways, I hope this review was helpful for you guys. I will leave the link to the Bite Beauty Multi-Stick down in the description below, as well as Influenster, so you can check out either of those for yourself. But that being said, I will see you all very soon. Bye!